Simply happy, holistically truthful. Hi guys, how y'all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Boom, amazing week. I was still doing this year. I think this is the right time. Since I've moved on currently to something else, this was pretty much a job experience for me. And I would say it's my very first experience. Like, I feel like I've volunteered a lot at a lot of places. I've taught people things, done things at my school that have required to volunteer doing, work or training work, however you want to say it. But I never had an actual job. There's no age. There's a lot of people that say, oh, well, by this age you should have had this many jobs and you should have done this and whatnot. You do things the way you feel you need to do things. If you want to go to school, focus on school. You have the ability to do it. If you don't want to go to school, you want to work, go ahead and do it. Like, there's no right way to do things in life. My very first actual official job experience. And I wouldn't even call it officially because it's not on paper. Like, there's no record of me doing this. It was landscaping. Like, I'm really small and I'm a girl and girls don't do that kind of thing. But that's the only thing that I could find, like, during the shutdown. So I had to, like, experience what landscaping was and simple jobs like painting people's houses, fences, whatever. Sometimes, we had to do, like, heavy stuff. Like, we had to drag mulch in wheelbarrows and dump it. The people that dumped the mulch, like, dumped it outside of the driveway of the house. And we literally had to scoop up all the mulch and put it into a little wheelbarrow. And, like, push it all the way around, like, literally we scattered it around the entire house. It was a good size house. I did, like, a little bit of everything. I did, things that were a little bit simple, and then I did things that were a little bit more of a challenge, especially for me because I'm small. I'm glad to have had that experience because I can honestly say that now I value my job so much more. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for it. And even though, like, it didn't take me a whole lot of, like, some people would say, oh, well, like, for getting, like, the job that you want on the second try, like, it's not bad. It doesn't sound like it was very complicated, but, like, the road it took for me to get there did, because school wasn't easy for me. College was, like, a pain. And then, like, doing this was, it had its own challenges. I had to, like, learn a little bit of working in the outside industry first. For the most part, it was like, it wasn't hot. I mainly did it, like, around spring and fall time, so it wasn't, like, too hot. The struggle with summer outside was that, like, one, you can get sunburned, so it's like you gotta always apply sunscreen. You can get sunburned. And then two, the heat. This one time it just felt so hot outside that it was actually that day that we were applying mulch all around the house, because for the most part you can pay people there to dump it wherever you want to at your house, or you can pay somebody else to transition the mulch wherever you want, and that makes it easier for the most part on people, on the landscapers, like whoever's doing the job, or doing whatever they gotta do to fix the yard. So, like I said, this time, like, it was tough because it was a whole big mountain of mulch. Like, I remember it was just like, yo, it's like almost my size, a mountain of mulch, and it's like we gotta literally shovel that. And again, I'm just saying, for me, like, that, me being small, like, it was a little bit of a challenge, but, like, we had to shovel all of the mulch onto a little wheelbarrow, take it. I had, like, a couple of times where I would literally fill it up too much, and then, like, it was too heavy for me to control to push, and it would just, like, flip on me. It's, like, so tired, like, you're sweating from, like, pulling so much weight, and you're just, like, hot. And then after that, I think we had more work to do, so we ended up going to this other man's like house, a even bigger house. Pretty much the only thing I did there was like I had to pick up this net. I think it was a good experience to have. I think it really just helped me like value what I have now. And then we had days where, you know, I worked like in fall in October, September, and it wasn't like too hot. It was chilly, but as long as you like wear like your little layers of clothes, you're fine. The annoying part about these grass carpets is that they're already rolled up like in a little taco. They're rolled up and then you just, you know, take them where you need to take them. The issue with these were that when you throw them or when somebody throws them, massive dust everywhere. And it like if you don't watch out, it gets in your eyes, it gets all over you, all over your face. Sometimes where you can't really avoid staying clean. Like when we would just pull weeds out, like it was kind of satisfying. And it was like kind of an easier job, you know, you just sit or crouch in a corner and you just like pull the weeds out, you know, like nothing. You wear your gloves, you're all good. And you need to wear gloves because that's another thing. There was this one time that we went to this house and they had rose bushes. So they wanted to apply mulch all around the rose bushes and the flowers. And there was thorns. I mean, there's thorns on the rose bushes. So to me, I actually had my gloves on. I'm glad. But we like used a blower to like get all the dirt to one corner and then we just were picking it up and throwing it away. Well, I for some reason thought literally all the thorns were gone and I just reached down to like grab the last pile. The last couple piles there was. I was so wrong. There was thorns there. And for some reason they managed to go through my glove into my hand. Oh my gosh. It was so annoying. Like the pain. I got it stuck like on my thumb. And the worst part was that I thought I had taken it out because it seemed like some of the thorn broke. I know what happened. What happened was the other half stayed stuck in my thumb. And literally if I would grab something, like I would touch something, like I would grab it, it would just like, it felt like it was pricking me. That was its own problem for a whole week. I was just like, don't touch my finger, don't touch my finger, don't touch my hand. But it's like things you learn, you know, like you just learn to like be careful, go around that, whatever. And I think people that probably work in that, like eventually I'd say their hands get like callous and they just get used to it. I don't really know how to like mow and all that stuff. I never did that like at other people's house, but I know how to do that. I've always had experience doing that. I've always done that. My dad's taught me a lot of like basic things, like how to fix a faucet, how to like unclog a sink, little things like that. And I think that situation applies with like my job and all that I appreciate what I'm doing now and I value it so much more because I kind of struggled to get there. And not just in that aspect, you know, there was way more to it that, you know, I had to wait. I had to fail a good couple of times. I had to have a few disappointments until I got the opportunity that I was looking for. And that's why I'm talking about this experience now. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I don't think everybody has had those experiences, but this is just mine. And I'm, like I said, I'm not trying to say, oh, you know, it was like, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just trying to share my experience with you guys, with those who understand, have had a situation similar to that, or even to those who haven't. Sometimes it's good to have these experiences because you, like I said, you value what you get later on. If you get a better deal, you value it so much more. It means so much more to you. It's like that quote that sometimes it takes a struggle to appreciate success. Painting was something so simple that I did, but I remember this one time we had to paint a whole fence, like literally the outside, inside. It's not that tiring because, you know, you can say it or you can like take your time. That's just something different that I had never experienced before. Like with school, I experienced a whole lot of struggles, like sleepless nights, stress, a whole lot of stress. Missing out on things that I really wanted to do. I usually don't have problems working with people, so that wasn't my problem. But I just wanted to share my experience and how it's like shaped me, how it's molded me, and how never forget where you came from. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, because even if that's 1 minute, I'm truly grateful for that. It's very important. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all next week. By the way, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. If you don't, my handle is @shortyshorty100.